What if everything you know about the world is just an illusion, a carefully crafted design, manipulated by an elite few who have held the keys to reality itself for centuries? What if I told you that the most powerful minds in history, kings, inventors, war strategists, and revolutionaries, shared a common secret, a secret so profound, so carefully guarded, that only a handful have ever unlocked its full potential? These are not just theories, they are the whispers of time, carried through generations, protected by those who wield unimaginable power. At the heart of it all stands a brotherhood cloaked in mystery, a society bound by secrecy, tied to the founding of nations, the fall of empires, and the shaping of the modern world, the Freemasons. And within their ranks, among the highest echelon, exists a level few will ever reach, a level where knowledge transcends ordinary understanding, a level where reality bends to those who possess the wisdom. The 33rd degree Freemasons. They have altered history, manipulated events, and left their mark on every corner of civilization. And yet, their secrets remain hidden in plain sight. But what if you could uncover them? What if you could understand the very laws that govern reality? What if you could harness the same knowledge that allowed the greatest minds of history to bend the world to their will? This is the story of the power behind the 33rd degree, a knowledge passed through the ages, now within your reach. But be warned, this knowledge is not for the faint of heart. It is a force that must be handled with care, or it will consume you. If you are ready to see beyond the veil, if you are ready to awaken the hidden power within, then stay with me, because what you are about to learn will change everything. Subscribe now and prepare to uncover the mysteries that have shaped our world, because reality is not what you think it is. And by the end of this video, you will never see it the same way again. Welcome to Path to the Unknown. Let's begin. For centuries, whispers of a powerful and mysterious brotherhood have echoed through history. A society whose members have walked the halls of power, whose decisions have shaped nations, and whose secrets remain locked behind closed doors. The Freemasons. More than just an organization, the Freemasons have been the silent architects of history. Behind revolutions, wars, and the rise and fall of empires, their influence is undeniable. Yet, the true depth of their power remains shrouded in secrecy. Some of the greatest minds, leaders, and artists of all time have belonged to this elusive order. Benjamin Franklin, a founding father of the United States, whose vision for democracy still echoes through history. Mozart, a composer whose music transcended time, infused with symbolism and mystery. Winston Churchill, the wartime leader who stood against tyranny and shaped the fate of the modern world. These were not just ordinary men. They knew something that set them apart. And they were not alone. Freemasons have been rumored to have played a crucial role in some of the most significant events in history. The American Revolution, the French Revolution, the drafting of the Declaration of Independence. Even the very symbols that cover the US dollar bill bear their hidden marks. Coincidence, or something far more intentional? The symbols, the connections, the carefully orchestrated events, none of it is random. There exists a blueprint, a hidden knowledge passed down through generations, guarded by those who understand its true power. At the very core of this brotherhood is a rank that few ever reach, a level that grants access to the most profound secrets of reality itself. The 33rd degree, Freemasons. Unlike the lower degrees of Masonry, which focus on philosophy, discipline, and moral teachings, the 33rd degree is where the true secrets lie. Those who reach this level do not merely understand history, they shape it. But what exactly is this hidden knowledge, and how does it grant them power over the fabric of reality? The answers were hidden in plain sight, and one man decoded them. Manly P. Hall was no ordinary scholar. For decades he studied the occult, mysticism, and esoteric traditions. His life's work culminated in a book that many consider the ultimate compilation of ancient wisdom, secret teachings, and lost knowledge. A book titled The Secret Teachings of All Ages. Within its pages, Hall revealed the core principles that govern the world, the laws understood by the 33rd degree Freemasons and used by history's most powerful figures, the true nature of reality, the hidden laws that shape the universe, the secrets to manifesting power and influence. This was not just a book, it was a map to understanding reality itself. But be warned. This knowledge is not for the faint of heart. It has been guarded for centuries for a reason, because those who fail to master it often become its prisoners. As we continue, we will unlock these teachings one by one. We will explore the principles that govern cause and effect, control the mind, and shape destiny. This is the wisdom of the 33rd degree. And by the end of this journey, you will never see the world the same way again. There is a hidden order that governs everything we see, everything we feel, and everything we believe to be true. Most people live their lives blind to this reality, enslaved to the physical world, trapped within the limits of what their senses can perceive. But those who truly wield power, those who have bent reality to their will, understand something fundamental. The physical world is merely the lowest form of existence. Manly P. Hall, a 33rd degree Freemason and one of the greatest esoteric scholars of modern times, laid out a blueprint that the elite have followed for centuries. He described three distinct planes of reality. One, the physical world, the lowest plane, the world of matter. The body, material possessions, money, power, all of it exists here. But this is not where reality is shaped. It is merely where it is experienced. 2. The mental realm. Thought, imagination, reasoning. This is where control truly begins. Those who master their thoughts master their destiny. 3. The spiritual plane. The highest and most powerful level. This is where reality is truly forged. It is here that the unseen forces of the universe respond to those who have learned to command them. The 33rd degree. Freemasons understood this hierarchy. They knew that those who operate solely within the physical world are nothing more than slaves to it. They knew that true power lies in mastering the mental and spiritual planes, because it is from there that reality itself is born. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. Think about it. Why is it that some individuals seem to effortlessly accumulate power, wealth, and influence, while others struggle endlessly, unable to escape their circumstances? The answer is simple. The average person is stuck in the physical realm, reacting, surviving, obeying the structures imposed upon them. The elite operate from the mental realm, strategizing, visualizing, controlling outcomes before they even manifest. And at the highest level, the truly enlightened manipulate from the spiritual plane, bending reality itself, aligning forces beyond human comprehension. Ancient wisdom has echoed this truth for centuries, from Hermetic teachings to Kabbalah, from Eastern mysticism to the hidden doctrines of the Freemasons. They all agree. The mind and spirit control matter. Not the other way around. The modern world tells you that reality is fixed, that you are just a passenger in a chaotic, meaningless existence. But this is a lie. The greatest minds in history have always known the truth. Still skeptical? Let's break it down with undeniable proof. The placebo effect. The human body can heal itself purely through belief. Scientific studies have shown that people given sugar pills, believing they are real medicine, actually experience the expected effects. This is physical matter responding to a mental command. The power of focus, highly successful individuals. All share one thing in common. They see their goals in their minds before they exist in the physical world. Whether it's athletes, billionaires, or world leaders, they do not just act, they create from the mental plane first. Spiritual awareness. Those who elevate beyond the noise of society begin to see the systems of control for what they truly are. They break free from the programming, understanding that reality is fluid, not fixed. This is why the masses remain trapped, chasing wealth, chasing success, chasing happiness, while those who understand the deeper laws simply attract these things into their lives. It is not magic. It is not coincidence. It is the law of spirit in action. So, what does this mean for you? It means that if you want to control your life, if you want to shape your reality instead of being shaped by it, you must rise beyond the physical. Step 1. Control your thoughts. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. What you believe, you create. What you fear, you manifest. Start choosing your thoughts with intention. Step 2. Master your mental reality, visualization, affirmation, deliberate focus. These are not just motivational cliches. They are the very techniques used by those who have rewritten history. Step 3. Tap into the spiritual plane. Meditation, spiritual awareness, alignment with the deeper forces of the universe. This is where reality bends to your will. Understand this. The 33rd degree Freemasons, the ancient mystics, the enlightened minds of every era, they all followed this path. Now the choice is yours. Will you remain a prisoner of the physical world, or will you rise to master it? This is the second hidden law that the elite have guarded for centuries. Master the spiritual and mental realms, and the physical world will follow. This is why the greatest figures in history didn't just react to the world. They created it. And now the knowledge is in your hands. Will you use it? Or will you ignore it and remain trapped like the rest? If you are ready to break free from the illusions of the physical world, if you are ready to unlock the knowledge that has shaped nations and empires, subscribe now, because what comes next will change everything. Imagination, a word so often dismissed as child's play. Yet, in the hands of the elite, it is the very force that shapes reality. Manly P. Hall, one of the few to reach the 33rd degree of Freemasonry, described imagination as the celestial body in man, the divine star. And he was right, because imagination is not just fantasy. It is the architect of reality itself. Consider this. Every monumental invention in history, electricity, the telephone, the internet, was first imagined before it ever existed. Every empire, Egypt, Rome, the United States, was first conceived in the mind before a single stone was laid. Every transformation, whether in technology, society, or even your own life, begins in the realm of thought before it manifests into action. Coincidence? Or is there something more at play? The greatest minds in history understood this truth. Albert Einstein himself, one of the most brilliant minds the world has ever known, once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Why? Because knowledge is limited to what already exists. But imagination is infinite. It is the force that creates new worlds. Nikola Tesla, another genius whose discoveries changed the world, claimed that his greatest ideas came not from physical experiments, but from visions he saw in his mind. He would imagine his entire inventions working in perfect detail before ever building a prototype. Leonardo da Vinci, the master of both art and science, designed machines centuries ahead of his time. Flying machines, war engines, anatomical drawings of the human body, all conceived first in his mind. And then there was Neville Goddard, a 19th century mystic who took this concept even further. He declared that imagination is the true creator of the world, that reality itself bends to the power of your thoughts. The 33rd degree Freemasons knew this. They did not merely accept reality as it was presented to them. They bent it, shaped it, manifested it. Because the mind does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. What you vividly imagine, you begin to create. Here's something you were never taught in school. The real architects of our world, the billionaires, the political leaders, the unseen elite, do not simply chase success. They imagine it into existence before the rest of the world even knows it's possible. Think about it. The idea of conquering space once seemed impossible until visionaries like Werner von Braun and Elon Musk imagined it as reality. The internet, now the backbone of civilization, was once just an idea in the minds of a few computer scientists. The global financial system, the structure of governments, the way society functions, all were imagined before they were built. The world you live in today was first created in the minds of those who controlled it. And if you wish to reshape your life, you must learn to master the power of imagination. The masses, they operate on reaction. They see the world as something fixed, something they must adapt to, something they have no control over. But the elite, they operate on creation. They understand that reality is malleable, that thoughts become things. This is the third secret that the 33rd degree Freemasons mastered. See the world in your mind the way you want it to be. Believe in that vision as if it already exists. Act as if it is already real. And slowly, reality begins to shape itself to match your thoughts. This is not wishful thinking. This is the foundation of every major success story in history. Now the question is, will you use this power, or will you let others shape your reality for you? If you are ready to take control, if you are ready to tap into the true force that governs the universe, then remember this: the future is not set in stone. Your reality is not pre-written. You have the ability to imagine, create, and bend the world to your will, because those who understand this knowledge do not just watch history unfold, they write it. Let's continue. Now that you understand the three core principles, the question remains: how do you apply them? How do you take the knowledge once guarded by the 33rd degree Freemasons and use it to reshape your own reality? Because make no mistake, this is not just an abstract theory. This is the process by which the elite have shaped history for centuries. The difference between those who control reality and those who are controlled by it is simply this: application. The greatest minds, the visionaries, the mystics, the rulers of empires, they did not sit back and wait for change to come to them. They bent reality to their will. And you, yes, you can do the same. If you're ready to step into your power, if you're ready to break free from the illusion of limitation, then this is where it begins. A simple yet powerful process that can alter your life in ways you never imagined. For the next 30 days, do this. Pick one goal, something you truly desire. Not what society tells you to want, not what others expect of you, something that ignites a fire within you. Visualize it every night before you sleep. Not just a vague picture. Feel it. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like when it is real? Experience the emotions as if it has already happened. Your mind cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. When you deeply feel the outcome, you begin to program your subconscious to make it happen. Take intentional actions that align with your vision. This is where most people fail. Thought alone is not enough. You must move with purpose. Every step, every decision, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to my vision or further away? This is not just manifestation. This is reality engineering. This is the exact process used by the elite throughout history. They did not hope for power. They did not wish for influence. They created it. And now it's your turn. Look around you. Most people drift through life like spectators in their own existence. They react to circumstances. They blame external forces. They wait for a better future, never realizing that the power was theirs all along. But the truth is harsh. There is no in-between. You are either creating your reality or you are being controlled by someone else's creation. Which one will you choose? His is the moment where you decide. Will you remain where you are? Or will you step into the knowledge of the few, the path of the masters? Do the 30-day challenge. Test it for yourself. And if you're ready to go deeper, to uncover even more hidden truths that they don't want you to know, the knowledge of the 33rd degree is not just about secret societies, cryptic symbols, or hidden rituals. It is about something far greater. It is about understanding the very forces that govern reality itself, the unseen laws that shape our world, and the way those who wield them have bent history to their will. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not mere speculation. This is a blueprint, a pattern that has been used by the most powerful and influential figures in history. And now, it is in your hands, so ask yourself, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you dismiss it as just another story? Or will you step forward, ready to harness it for yourself? Because if there is one truth the 33rd degree has always known, it is this. Reality does not happen to you. Reality happens because of you. The elite understand this. The Freemasons mastered this. And those who still control the world today live by this every single day. But you have been conditioned to believe that life is random, that you must accept what you are given, that you have no control over the forces at play. That is the greatest lie ever told, because those who have truly shaped the world, the visionaries, the rulers, the architects of empires, they did not wait for permission. They did not bow to circumstance. They took control of the three greatest forces known to mankind, cause and effect. They mastered the root of all events. They did not react. They dictated what would happen next. Spiritual mastery. They elevated their minds beyond the limitations of the material world, using wisdom and awareness to command reality itself. Imagination. They saw the world not as it was, but as it could be, and they created it accordingly. And now, for the first time, you have the same opportunity. But knowledge alone is not enough. Power without action is powerless. So the question remains, what will you do now? Will you simply consume this information and move on with life? Or will you start to see the patterns that have been hidden in plain sight? Will you choose to remain blind? Or will you choose to open your eyes? Because once you begin to see, once you understand the truth, there is no turning back. You will begin to notice the unseen forces shaping your world. You will begin to recognize how reality bends to those who command it. You will begin to experience the shift in power. As you move from being a pawn to becoming a creator, this is not a game. This is not a myth. This is the knowledge that has shaped empires, rewritten history, and forged legends. And now, it belongs to you. But knowing is only the beginning. The next step? That is up to you. If you found this knowledge valuable, if you are ready to unlock even deeper mysteries, if you want to uncover more hidden wisdom that the world was never meant to see, subscribe now, because this journey has only just begun. And reality is yours to shape. Welcome to Path to the Unknown. We'll see you in the next chapter.